My name is Mrs. Tiffany Agee, pronounced like the first two letters A G. I'm a kindergarten teacher at Holy Cross, and I'm also a Holy Cross church member. Some of you may be familiar with my children, Layla and Clay, as they both attend Holy Cross Church and Holy Cross School. They will also be attending summer camp each week. Just a reminder, the best way to get a hold of me is via email. I will get that as fast as I can and return your email as fast as possible. In case of dire emergency outside of the summer camp time, you'll be able to call me at this number. We have 5 camps this summer with a variety of different themes. Next week is our first camp themed Under the Sea, and the last week of July is our last camp called Color the World. This year, summer camp will be starting in a different location. We will be operating out of door 2. You will not use door 4, commonly known as the crossing. Door 2 is where you as a staff member will enter and our students and their families will enter. This video will give you images and guidelines for how summer camp will operate. Let's get started. When you enter door 2, you will walk into this area. It's a warm and welcoming area, and that's in the back corner where you will have a check-in location. This is where you will turn in your phone, write your hours for checking in, and that's where you'll write your hours for checking out. That will also be where I keep any important paperwork that you will need to take home and return. There will be a table labeled approximately here where campers will check in. Group leaders will stand behind this table so that they can quickly and easily access their camper for their group and bring them inside the double doors to the great room. Camp leaders, you will also need to make sure you have a walkie-talkie. I will do my best to make sure that is in this location. This will be the same area that campers exit from at the end of the day. This is our great room. Now, this image was taken obviously when something else was set up. However, this is where we will operate for our opening and closing of summer camp. Around the outsides, along the walls, will be colored group areas along with a lunch bucket. That is where you will want to bring your students, greet them, tell them your name, remind them of their group color, and that you're there if they need anything. Assistance, you will want to do this also. Please make sure you help each kid put their lunch in the correct color bucket so that we can transport it to the lunch location after we finish with our opening. While we're waiting for the opening to begin, there will be activities and a table set up in the middle of the great room. You will encourage the kids to play in a gentle way, in a calm way, and hopefully you will help them or engage with them in those available activities. When it's time for us to begin, please gather your group in your color area. We'll go through any procedures, introduce any topics, and begin in prayer. From there, you will dismiss to your group's assigned schedule. I'm now going to go over each of the various locations that you will find on your schedule. One of the locations is room 141. This is where your teacher, Miss Gabe, will be teaching our Bible study lesson. Your goal is to sit and listen with your group to the teacher, helping the kids sit still or participate when necessary. Take a second to read through this quote that I found very powerful and moving for working with children in God's Word. Another location on your schedule will be the games area. This is where we'll have large motor, physical activities, STEM challenges, obstacle courses, a variety of games. Mrs. Stefanoff will be this area's leader. She will lead with an assistant, along with you as a group leader. So your job at this station is to work side by side and hand in hand with the kids to help them participate in the games or activities that our leader, Mrs. Stefanoff, has prepared for us. Please model good sportsmanship, bravery, and effort. Not all kids will want to do all things, but please be an encourager and a great model of giving things your best shot. Take the time to pray with a kid if they need extra comfort from Jesus. And of course, if a kid does not want to participate, show them the comfort of friendship while they're watching their peers. Just a reminder, we are leaders at camp to serve our kids. And so we're going to set up this atmosphere where they can get to know Jesus better and more intimately through games and activities. We get that front row seat to their life change. We get to help play in a small part. And this section will allow us to do a lot of playing as we play that small part in kids' lives. Another area on your schedule will be a double or triple use area. This area is formerly known as the twos classroom. We will be using it for snack, lunch, and the puzzle station. Due to the large amount of students we have enrolled as campers, we have some overlap in our sections. So at one time, there will be some snackers at these tables and some kids over here doing puzzles. And about 15 minutes into that snack and puzzle time, those two groups will switch, allowing the puzzle group to snack and the snack group to puzzle, so that we are all in the same space, but sharing the space. You will want to enter through this door, room 122, as when you enter, there will be a sink there right away for hand washing. That's a great way to seamlessly transition, have kids wash their hands, and move to the proper location. Before you enter snack, lunch, and puzzles, please be reminded to take the kids to the restroom as needed, and then we'll use that sink in the classroom for hand washing if they don't need to use the restroom. At the snack station, we will only serve one snack. No seconds, unfortunately. Remember to always pray before eating and ensure that we're putting all the trash away, wiping up our messes, wiping the tables, and finishing with hand washing. When this area is used for lunch, these lunch tables will be pretty full. We may add in another lunch table if needed. The lunch rule will be everyone must sit at the table, and no one may get up from the table until the last student has finished eating, or it has been a total of 20 minutes, whichever comes first. We will cover the paper with some butcher block. We will cover the table, with some butcher block paper so the kids may draw and color to pass the time while they're waiting. Again, we will strictly enforce that all kids stay at the table until the last kid is done or it has been a total of 20 minutes. From there, we will encourage everyone to work together to clean up their mess, clean up their table, and put their things away. Again, always pray before you eat. Just a simple little quick prayer, and then finish with hand washing. Playground will be a favorite location. We will have to be careful because of the heat and the temperatures. We will check in daily about what you need to do regarding the heat. Most often, we are going to head out to play and run around. You will exit through these doors. Once you get to the playground area, please make sure as a leader you're spread out around the play area or you're continuously walking around the play space. It's important that we have eyes on kids the whole time. It is important for their safety, and it is important so that if anything were to happen, we have eyes on students. We're able to help them immediately. We're able to resolve any issues immediately, and we're able to give a clear report of what was happening. Also, not all kids get along all the time, especially when they're hot and sweaty. So be walking around, looking and listening to the way that students are interacting, and help them work through any disagreements and encourage them to share with one another. Through these same doors, you will also exit, but you will, instead of going to the playground, you will head towards this door on the right side. This is my classroom. This is where we will hold art. When you're in art class, you will be with Mrs. Westover. Please work side by side and hand in hand with those kids to complete the artwork and the sensory activities that she has directed. One of your main goals will be to help make sure each student's name gets on their artwork, project, or creation and gets to the correct drying area. This will help at dismissal time so the students can grab their artwork and dismiss quickly instead of having to search for which artwork is theirs. All of these things will help our day run smoothly. Here is a top view, a bird's eye view of the layout of the area we are at. You will enter through door 2. You will sign in, check in right here, and spend the majority of your opening in the great room. From there, you will follow your group's design schedule to go to some of these locations. You may go to Bible, then to playground. You may go to snack, then to games in the courtyard. You may go to lunch and then to art, but you will fall into these 5 space categories, and we will finish in the great room for dismissal and exiting through door 2. Having confidence in the locations you're going and the time in which you're going to them is important for the success of your day. Here are some friendly reminders. Since you'll be returning in your cell phone, you will need to wear a watch. Yes, there are clocks in the building, but it's important that you are aware of your time. Each section is 30 minutes, but in that 30 minutes, you will need to prepare, do the activities, and prepare to leave, and then walk to the next location. So really, each activity may only take about 20 minutes or 25. The 30 minutes is designed to give you plenty of time to arrive, do what you need to do, and then prepare to exit and travel to the next location by the next location start time. You will need to bring a lunch, a water bottle, and a snack. You will snack at your group snack time. You will lunch at your group's lunchtime. Your apparel needs to be either a green shirt or some kind of Holy Cross apparel. If you have a blue summer camp shirt from last year, you are welcome to wear that also. It's important that our students know who the leaders are and that they represent Holy Cross, and that somebody who is wearing green, wearing a blue summer camp shirt, or wearing something that says Holy Cross is a trusted young adult for a student to rely on if in need. Last friendly reminder, even though you may not attend Holy Cross, or maybe you do, you represent Holy Cross as a Lutheran church and a Lutheran school. Please be mindful of the ways you're interacting with peers, grown-ups, and students is a model of the love of Jesus, the way he loves us and the way he loves others. I'm excited for summer camp with you. Please let me know if you have any questions. Please take time to study your schedule and your map. I tried to make it as easy as possible for you. Watch this video as much as you need so that you can be successful in our first week. I look forward to working with you.